Serial killer thriller has a shot of a rain-soaked street cliche.
Tonight's the night.
Dexteration, every damn pilot.
And it's going to happen again and again.
And vague pronoun game playing narration at that. Taking off that generic pilot bingo card pretty quickly, aren't we, guys? Why did Mike Donovan park this far away from the festivities where no one else was parked? Did he know he needed to give Dexter the opportunity to kidnap and kill him?
You have to listen and do what I say.
Or you could get up and run, because Dexter does not have a weapon trained on you. Or you could just let yourself get strangled some more. Also, this is such an awkward f***ing way for Dexter to drag Donovan to wherever they're going. Why not keep him standing where he's less likely to slip out?
Open your eyes and look at what you did!
Dexter will soon inform us that he's incapable of feeling emotion, so what's with all this uncontrollable rage? And if he's faking, what's the point? This is about feeding Dexter's appetite, right? Does he really care about the kids?
Mary, full of grace, the Lord.
Stop! That never helped anybody.
Dexter is addicted to prayers.
I couldn't help myself. I couldn't.
Any sentence you can use to defend why you just had to have one more deliciously cream-filled Twinkie cannot also be used to defend murdering children.
I have standards.
I'm not going to sin needling this guy without explicit consent because this monster, but I am going to sin it happening so f***ing quickly that I couldn't look away in time. You need my consent too, damn it.
Soon, you'll be packed into a few neatly wrapped hefties.
I wonder if this is what Hefty had in mind when they agreed to product placement in this episode. Also, TV show thinks we'll root for a serial killer just because he's killing bad people. And 96 episodes across 8 seasons and a relaunch would seem to support that theory. So this sin is for you people. We're going to show you insane amounts of violence and gore, but no penis, because that would just be gross. Free the peen, Dexter. Free the peen. Also, come on, man. Dexter clearly got that saran wrap from Costco, and you're not even trying to wriggle out of that shit. Maybe placed strategically to hold you down, but that doesn't stop you from putting up more of a fight than last year's Thanksgiving leftovers.
Harry and Doris Morgan did a wonderful job raising me, but they're both dead now. I didn't kill them.
Just so we're clear, this is a show that feels the need to have its main character say a line that assures us he didn't kill his foster parents. This box contains enough damning evidence to put Dexter away from multiple life sentences, and this air conditioning unit is the best place he could think to hide it? This is literally the first place I would think to search, after I'd ruled out under the bed and the secret safe behind his portrait of Hannibal Lecter. This show was released in 2006, so why does it appear to be set in 1998? Both HTML4 and Outlook 98 came out in 1998. Power Builder 6 was released in 97, and Microsoft Server 4 launched in 96. The f*** is going on here? I get the lure of product placement, but for software that's a decade out of date?
You better be a cop.
No, forensics.
If this asshole thought Dexter wasn't allowed at the crime scene, why the f*** did it even let him cross the police line? And why didn't Dexter avoid this confrontation by wearing his f***ing ID? Evidently, the show was desperate to have Dexter tell us what his job is, just in case we spent the whole damn episode wondering why he kept showing up at crime scenes with no questions asked.
How does someone so dumb get so much power?
Sure is ironic that someone that lives in Florida would ask this question.
I want out of ICE and into homicide.
What can I do to help?
It feels like all of these police procedurals are made up of a cop trying to prove themselves and a quirky advisor who helps him solve crimes. What's refreshing about this show, however, is that because this is a sibling duo, there's no chance of turning that into a bullshit will they or won't they eventually hook up cliche, right? Right?
Sorry, sister. Damn, looking hot.
Masuka thinks it's appropriate to talk about a fellow colleague and Dexter's f***ing sister in this way. Go on, Dex. Add him to your list. We won't tell. There's still random Miami residents looking in on the crime scene. Masuka and Batista couldn't wait until they transported the body to show Dexter.
She had a nice ass, too.
Necrophilia.
How the families? Good. You?
Answering a question mid-mastication that you had plenty of time to answer pre-mastication.
Thanks for the donut. I gotta go.
Only eating part of a donut? Who f***ing does that? Deborah's the real monster of this series.
Well, I like doing it. Maybe I can help out. Fills my nights.
You have a morbid sense of fun.
Conversation with my family after I told them about working for TVSins somehow ends up... Wait, am I f***ing Dexter?
Just like me. Empty inside.
Was that meant to be some kind of profound realization? I mean, points for the attempt, but f*** me, that was heavy-handed.
Messy work. All that blood on the walls looks like a finger painting.
You give me the f***ing creeps. You know that, Dexter?
Sergeant Dokes would be killer at TVSins.
And I don't give a what you say because that's what happened and that's who I'm looking for. Hey, we are looking for a motherfucking thief dealer. You got it?
I can't argue with the worthy cause of putting away thief dealers, as Dokes so eloquently puts it, but aren't you supposed to follow the evidence and put away whoever the actual killer is as well? Or can Dokes not be an antagonist to Dexter unless he's also a shitty police officer too? He's putting the gloves on now, Why not 30 seconds ago? You know, when he was touching the fucking doorknob.
Friday night, date night in Miami. Every night is date night in Miami.
Then why bother saying this as if it was unique to Fridays? Stop wasting our time with redundant day descriptors. Public displays of erection.
Deb saved her life on a domestic dispute call. Introduced us, and we've been dating for 6 months now.
How the f did that conversation come about? Hey, I know you've been through some hideous and unspeakable trauma. You want to date my foster brother?
Son of a...
I never understood the compulsion to insult the parents of the person you're actually mad at. Son of a Just be direct. Call him a you should lick the out of a with a you know, you might feel better for it. Apparently, you must be 21 to enter this website, but by entering, you're acknowledging that you're only 18 years of age. Show doesn't know how to website correctly. I'm not expecting this scumbag to win Master Criminal of the Year, but you'd at least think he would cover up this very easily identifiable tattoo whilst making a snuff film that is going to be posted on a website that clearly advertises its own illegal nature.
Hey, Dad. I can explain.
Kids.
Okay, so we can't stop this. But maybe we can do something to channel it.
What do you mean we can't stop this? He's barely tried. Dexter's dad jumped straight from allowing Dexter to kill animals to making sure he only kills criminals. What about running or boxing or, I don't know, f***ing therapy?
How can it ever be good?
Son, there are people out there who do really bad things.
So Harry's plan is to have his dangerous son track and find even more dangerous people to kill, putting Dexter in danger and probably the entire Morgan family while he's at it. That is some A-list parenting, Harry.
You ready?
I'm gonna shame this bitch.
Saying that loud enough for fellow officers around Deb to hear probably doesn't help her case for being taken more seriously.
Refrigerated truck that might give us a lead.
That's very interesting. Very creative. Let's keep looking for the witness.
We get it. La Guerta hates Morgan, but Morgan's idea is still the best damn lead they have. Surely cracking this case will make La Guerta look good too, so why is she dismissing this idea out of hand? Just because it came from someone she dislikes? Especially when none of these chuckle f***s are coming up with any groundbreaking ideas.
That's all for today.
That's f***ing all? Only one idea was brought to the table, and even that was dismissed out of hand because the person presenting it came with female reproductive parts. This briefing was as futile as every time the army bigwigs gather to decide what the f*** they're going to do about the giant murder bots from space tearing up the planet in every Transformers movie.
He sure as hell took his sweet time slicing up that lady, and you don't do that unless you have a close personal relationship with someone.
This might be the point, but I'm struggling to get on board with Dexter's definition of a close and personal relationship.
I'm watching you, motherfucker.
Lieutenant La Guerta is perfectly fine with this blatant example of workplace intimidation.
Jaworski's been coming here for weeks. Likes to steal all the copper plumbing. There's good money in that. No security guards.
Someone's been coming here for weeks and stealing copper plumbing, but the site manager hasn't thought to hire some security? Knowing Dexter, I'm going to assume that this shrink wrap mask serves a greater purpose than simply intimidation. Since he's very conscious about not leaving a trail, it's fair to assume it's also supposed to prevent him from leaving behind any DNA. So why has he left the top part with his hair exposed? If you're going to look ridiculous, you may as well f***ing commit to it. This cut is a cut of lies. Any facial laceration bleeds like the elevator doors just opened in The Shining. I can't even shave without eventually looking like a poorly wrapped mummy by the end of it.
Hello?
Hey, I'm sorry.
One of the things that makes Dexter stand out from other serial killer shows is this juxtaposition of normalcy while he's in the middle of committing such a heinous act. And Michael C. Hall makes it all very believable with his performance. The show isn't perfect, but when it gets things right, it kind of feels like it is. Not simply calling this company Miami Ice is a f***ing crime unto itself, and I will not stand for a wasted pun, sir.
You know, you should call me Maria. I'll tell you who's good. You are.
Attempting to seduce a colleague mere minutes after they've experienced having a severed head thrown at them. Also, Lieutenant Maria La Guerta is not my superior in this scene.
Are you okay?
As royally f***ed up as this relationship is, Michael C. Hall and Julie Benz have great chemistry, and this is a really interesting and unique TV romance to watch, while it lasts.
All right, I'll come get you. Cody just threw up all over Colleen's couch.
Where's Colleen in this situation? Shouldn't she be making that phone call? And if they're just next door, why can't she just bring the kids back? F***ing Colleen. Randomly breaking the fourth wall at the 51-minute mark of a 53-minute episode is random.
A scratch? Your arm's off. No, it isn't. Well, what's that then? I've heard worse.
Do you know what you look like to me with your good bag and your cheap shoes? You look like a rube. A well-scrubbed, hustling rube with a little taste. Good nutrition's giving you some length of bone, but you're not more than one generation from poor white trash.
Sorry, sister. Damn, looking hot.
Get off my sister!
One thing's sure. Inspector Clay's dead. Murdered. And somebody's responsible.
Surprise, motherfucker.
The killer is an artist.
What do you mean?
You know, I'm really wired. What do you say I take you home and eat your...
I'm afraid your urge to kill is only gonna get stronger.
Urge to kill rising. Surprise, motherfucker! Surprise, motherfucker!
Hello. You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game.
You know, I've been watching you all year, Donnie. When you hit that shot to beat Fairfield and you were jumping up and down in your little Larry Bird short shorts and sweating like a jar of pickles in the hot sun.